Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Benaiah coming to you with another lesson. But let us first start off by giving all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rukakodash. Double honors to our apostles, prophets, and teachers of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth, who are the true men of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. To the sincere Akiam and Akwat who are following this truth in all peace, humility, and sincerity, I bid you greetings in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now we're going to do a little lesson going into righteous rulership, showing you what righteous rulership is and what happened to those when righteous rulers die, how the people reverted back to their wicked ways. So let's go to our first scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn. So who is the righteous? The righteous would be the Israelites that do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's not speaking about the two-thirds of our people who are wicked and who doing their own thing. Right? While the righteous would refer to the whole nation of Israel, it's more to the context and the understanding. It's speaking about those rulers who do the will and who serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? So the scriptures say, when they are in authority, the people rejoice. Hence the reason when you look at the righteous rulers and judges we had in Israel, there were periods under these men reign that Israel enjoy prosperity, blessings like never before, as opposed to being under the reign of those who were considered wicked. Right? So this is why Israel will be restored on top, because the earth needs to once again experience righteous rulership. Because even the heathens are being oppressed by Esau Edom. All life is suffering. And we know his decrees are unrighteous and unlawful. He doesn't even care about his own people. Right? So all life is suffering as a result of Esau's rule. That's why the scriptures say when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn. I mean, look at his decrees. Look at the thing he's decreeing. Look at the laws he is passing. It's all about advancing his agenda at the cost of the happiness of everyone else. Let's get another precept. Let's go to Joshua chapter 24. Joshua chapter 24 and verse 31. It says, and Israel served Yahweh all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua, and which had known the works of Yahweh that he had done for Israel. So Joshua was a righteous ruler, as well as the elders who lived after Joshua died, who had Israel following the law, statutes, and commandments, had Israel doing what it's supposed to do. That was righteous rulership. That was the time when Israel was enjoying the many blessings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But then again, you had to realize Israel is a stiff-necked people. And as a result of being a stiff-necked people, it's only for so long they served the Most High before they turn back to the wicked ways. This is Judges chapter 2, verse 7. And it says, because what I just read in Joshua 24:31, it's also spoken of in Judges 2 and 7. And the people serve Yahweh all the days of Joshua. So when you have a righteous man in rulership, and he stands for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the people are going to follow. Remember Joshua, when Joshua was ruler, the people made a covenant to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai all the days of their life. And if they should break that covenant, they go suffer the punishment of death. And the people serve Yahweh all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of Yahweh that he did for Israel. So let us drop down to verse 16. Right? It says, nevertheless, Yahweh raised up judges which delivered them out of the hands of those that spoiled them. Now, you have to remember, like I said, Israel is a stiff-necked people. Because if you read the verses above, Let me start from verse 13 all the way to verse 15, right? It says, and they forsook Yahweh and served Baal and Ashtaroth. You know, they are false gods. They are not our gods. They are the gods of the heathen. So the Israelites, after the death of these righteous rulers, they went back to the old ways and they forsook Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and served idols. Verse 14, and the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. So the blessings they enjoyed when they were under righteous rulership, righteous men who served Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and they were able to dominate all the enemies because they forsook Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and was being led by wicked men. The Father punished them. So no longer could they defeat the enemy, but the enemies got the leverage over them. Verse 15. Whithersoever they went out of the hand of Yahweh was against them for evil, as Yahweh had said, and as Yahweh had sworn unto them, and they were greatly distressed. So when the wicked is in rulership, the people mourn, not just from the wickedness of the leaders, but from the punishments that you're going to face as a result of following under a wicked leader, because he's going to have you doing wicked things that displease Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So now verse 16 and 17 ought to make a lot more sense now. It says, nevertheless, Yahweh raised up judges, which delivered them out of the hands of those that spoiled them. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges. So Israel was continuously being rebellious. Even when they cry out to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he heard their cries and he sent judges to deliver them. They still wasn't listening, because that was verse 17 telling you. And yet they would not hearken unto their judges, but they went a whoring after other gods and bowed themselves unto them. They turned quickly out of the way which their fathers walked in, obeying the commandments of Yahweh, but they did not so. So when you have the wicked in rulership, he not studying to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's not being that example for his people to follow. So if he's setting up the example of wickedness, what do you think the people are going to follow? They're going to follow wickedness. Let's go to Judges. Judges chapter 3, verses 9 to 11. It says, and when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, Yahweh raised up a deliverer to the children of Israel. Remember, Moses was also known as the deliverer, who delivered them, even Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And the Spirit of Yahweh came upon him, and he judged Israel and went out to war. And Yahweh delivered Cheshron Rithaim, king of the Mesopotamia, I hope I pronounce it right, into his hand, and his hand prevailed against Cush Haran. I can't pronounce the word Akim. And the land had rest 40 years, and Othniel, the son of Kenaz, died. So when Othniel was alive, doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, being that righteous leader, Scripture said the land of Israel was at rest for 40 years. Right? And when he died, listen, when he died, go to verse 12. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yahweh. And Yahweh strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of Yahweh. So you don't just suffer under wicked ruler because he's just wicked. You also suffer the curses and the judgments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai when you are under the rulership of a wicked person. And the reason we in this captivity today under wicked rulers is because we were disobedient. But praise Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, this is our last captivity. This is indeed our last captivity. I'm going to read verse 15. Let me start from verse 14. It says, so the children of Israel served Eglon, the king of Moab, 18 years. So for 18 years they was in bondage to the king of Moab. Verse 15. But when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, Yahweh raised them up a deliverer. Ehud, the son of Gera, a Benjamite, a man left-handed, and by him the children of Israel sent a present unto Eglon, king of Moab. Now as you read further down, he ended up assassinating the king of Eglon with a knife he had hidden on his thigh. And the scriptures say when he sunk the knife into King Eglon's belly, the fat clothes around it, he couldn't even pull it out. And it was through that act that brought about the deliverance of Israel from under King Eglon of the Moabites. But this is I want all you to notice something. The moment the righteous leader or a righteous leader dies, the people go back into doing the wickedness. Right? Let's go to Psalms 146. Sorry, Psalms 106. Psalms 106. Verses 43 to 45. It says, many times did he deliver them, but they provoked him with their counsel and were brought low for their iniquity. Nevertheless, he regarded their afflictions when he heard their cry, and he remembered for them his covenant, and repented according to the multitude of his mercies. So you see, once Israel cried out to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he answered the prayer. But what you seen taking place always, based on the ruler that was ruling, if the ruler wasn't a man who served Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you used to see Israel descending in all manner of evil and wickedness that used to bring about the displeasure of the Most High upon them. And as a result, he used to send them, cause them to be in prison to their enemies. Go back to Judges chapter 2, verse 18. It says, and when Yahweh raised them up judges, then Yahweh was with the judge. Remember Jeremiah 3:15, where it says, and I will give you pastors according to my heart, who shall feed you with what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So the judges the Father raised up to deliver Israel were men after his own heart. Men who followed and obeyed his will. Then Yahweh was with the judge and delivered them out of the hand of their enemies all the days of the judge. So as long as that righteous judge was alive, the people enjoyed prosperity. They enjoyed peace. For it repented Yahweh because of their groanings, by reasoning of them that oppressed them and vexed them. Pay attention to verse 19. And it came to pass when the judge was dead, that they returned and corrupted themselves. Israel is a people, if they don't have right rulership over them, there's always tend to descend into wickedness and debauchery. If I pronounce the word right. There's always do that. This Israel need to be led. This is why Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, through his son Hamashiach Yahushai, he's going to be on that throne ruling over Israel for all eternity. He is that beacon of light, that beacon of hope, that beacon of pure righteousness. And it came to pass when the judge was dead that they returned and corrupted themselves more than their fathers in following other gods to serve them and to bow down unto them. They ceased not from their own doings, nor from their stubborn ways. And the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people had transgressed my commandment, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died. When Joshua died, he left the nation of Israel in peace. Because you remember, they made a covenant to follow and obey Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That through them I may prove Israel whether they will keep the way of Yahweh to walk therein as their fathers did keep or not. So the Father was using the wicked, the enemy, to prove Israel, to see if they will remember to be faithful to him. That is why there's a scripture that says the wicked is the most high sword. It's a sword the Father used to chastise his people for their disobedience. Therefore Yahweh left those nations without driving them out hastily, neither deliver he them into the hand of Joshua. So remember, the Father knows all things. This is the reason he didn't utterly deliver all the nation into the hands of Joshua for he to destroy them. Because he know that when Joshua died, the children of Israel would have go back down that same wicked path. So he kept some of these wicked nations, these wicked heathens, to use them as a rod of chastisement to chastise the children of Israel for their wickedness. And I'm going to get the last precept. This is Psalms chapter 17 and verse 13. Now David is praying this prayer. The righteous in Israel, this is why proceeding to the second Exodus out of Babylon the Great, in this captivity, the Father is only going to be taking the elect, the righteous among Israel, who love the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and who does his will and his purpose. And David is one such man. That is why David said, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So the true servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who are sighing and crying for the abominations that are taking place, they are crying out for right and just rulership. They are crying out for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, through his son Hamashiach Yahushai, to rule over Israel, to be that beacon of light and hope. So when the scriptures say, when the righteous in power, the people rejoice, but when the wicked in power, the people mourn it. Even the heathen nations are going to see what right rulership is. Because the kind of evils and the wicked that they did to us, we're going to rule them with a rod of iron. Some of the wickedness they did us, they were breaking our men, which was anally raping our men. We're not going to be anally raping no man in the kingdom. But scripture said we're going to rule over them with a rod of iron. So a lot of the atrocious things they did when we were captives to them, we wouldn't be doing it. But we're going to be dealing with them very severely. I hope this lesson was edifying. I'm your brother Abaniah saying shalom till the next lesson.